Hello everyone and welcome back to my F1 2021 career mode in Argyle. We've had an email from Carmen, well not from Carmen, from her agent, Mr. I'm a Ranker. Sounds Norwegian, and he says, my client, Miss Jorda, has instructed me to inform you that she wants a name change for this team because she feels the current name is childish and pathetic, just like Dave. We expect a quick reply. Thank you, I'm a Ranker, BSc in bodily functions. Well, I can give you a reply right now, sir. Knickers. Yes, absolute bloody knickers, because unfortunately, due to the restraining order, if I had to change this team name now, I'd have to get very, very close to Carmen Jorda's car. And obviously, I can't do that, so you just have to put up with the name, won't you? At least until the restraining order is lifted. Anyway, as you can see, in the vehicle performance comparison chart, we are still third from the bottom in our Hooksters of Virgin Racing team. Yes. Great team name, I thought. Great team name. And we're just behind Alfa Romeo, but just above the Williams car. So it's time to bolt on a few more parts onto the car. As you can see, we've got quite a few bits in development. We are just behind the Alfa. Anyway, it's time... Wait, what's this? A season break? We're only on episode 2. What the hell's this? Oh dear, Codemasters. I think you forgot that you had the races in all sort of the wrong order. Anyway, so it's time for a season break apparently. Anyway, we've had our season break and now it's time to move on to the next round of the championship. And oh god, we've had parts that have failed as well. Yes. And now the powertrain department wants us to go to a meeting to help resolve an issue. God's sake, this team ownership is just not good, is it? It's time we chat about our work rates. Well, what, overworked staff? What do you mean overworked? I'll show them overworked. Oh god, I suppose I better agree to it. I suppose I better, but that's just outrageous. Bloody work harder, that's what I say. Bloody hippies. Bloody hippies. Well. Thanks. Okay, then let's press the button. Yes, I agree to it. I agree to it. Can we just go on with the race, please? Because we're now going to Spain. Yes, the home of Carmen Jorda. So we've done our practice program. As you can see, Carmen got a superb 500 points. Our teammate Dan Tixham only got 120 odd. I don't know. Anyway, so we've got some more development boosts applied to the car now. Yes, there they are. I have no idea what all this means, but it looks bloody good on paper. Yes, it does. Yes, we've got a rear wing upper flap apparently. Well done. Well done indeed. So out we go for our first qualifying round, and the crowd are cheering at the background for Fernando Alonso. And it's time for Carmen Jorda to put her first lap in. Let's have a look and see what she does. At the moment it's going to be, oh my goodness. It's fourth place and she's 5.6 seconds behind the leader at the moment. Anyway, a little bit later to qualify, you can see, well, as expected, Carmen Jorda is currently in 22nd position. Yes, that's plumb last, everyone. Plumb last, just behind Nicholas Latifi in the Williams car. She's slightly up on it. Oh, she was slightly up on it at the time. She just lost it now. She's completely lost it. So she's not going to improve on 22nd place at the moment as she crosses the line. Anyway, a little bit later to qualifying, you can see that she is up now on her delta time, almost half a second. Still in 22nd place though. Yes, that's still last, everyone. Still last. Nicholas Latifi is still in 21st. I don't know where Tixham is. I think he may be higher than George Russell up there in 17th place. So this is not looking good for Carmen Jorda, especially at her home circuit. Let's see what she can do as she crosses the line now. Is she going to improve on her time? And she does, but it's not enough. No, it's not enough. She's still almost a second behind Nicholas Latifi in the Williams car. Anyway, that's the end of qualifying. So it looks like Carmen Jorda at her home race in Spain is going to start it in last place. Yes, last place. Well done, Carmen. Well done indeed. Anyway, there you go then. And Dan Tixham actually got 16th position for this race. What a great result for him. What a great result indeed.
The Spanish Grand Prix has been a permanent fixture on the Formula One calendar for over 30 years now, and for good reason. Do you remember Michael Schumacher's absolute dominance here in that rain-soaked Grand Prix in 1996? That day he took his first ever victory for Ferrari, and we've had many more iconic moments since. It's a sellout crowd of 140,000 here today as we await lights out for the 730-metre sprint down to turn 1 of this 2.9-mile racetrack. Overtaking is challenging through these 16 corners, but there's still a lot of high-speed excitement to be found, including the flat-out Turn 3 and the terrifying blind right of Turn 9. And as off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, and it's Valtteri Bottas that completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Ricciardo, Verstappen, Lando Norris and Perez, Leclerc, Vettel, Sainz and Lance Stroll, Tsunoda, Gasly, Fernando Alonso and Ocon, Mick Schumacher, Tictum, Kimi Raikkonen and George Russell, Mazepin, Latifi, Cox and Antonio Giovinazzi starts from the back of the grid. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
So it's time for round 2 now. The Carmen F1 2021 career mode, and we say go, 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 and it's away she goes. Actually starting from 21st on the grid. Look at this, she's got Mazepin, she's got Russell as well. Oh, look at this, Russell's blocking off Carmen Jordas. We're going to go into the first turn. What's she going to do? She's going to try and sneak down the inside. Yes, she does. She gets a warning for a collision with Russell, but she manages to sneak her way through superbly and past her own teammate, past Daniel Tictum, and she's up now to 16th place. Wow, what a fantastic start from Carmen Jordan there, up into 16th position. She's got Mick Schumacher currently in the Haas car directly ahead of her, but I think she's going to go for a move as we go into the next turn. Let's have a look to see if she gets past Mick Schumacher. I think she's going to do a dive down the inside. Yes, she does. Wow, beautiful move there from Carmen Jordan, up now into 15th position. You may have noticed, of course, she's on the harder tyre as well, but she's going to go longer into this Grand Prix. She's managed to catch up to the back now of Esteban Ocon in, of course, the Alpine as well. So this is looking pretty decent for Carmen Jordan, especially considering she started right at the back of the pack, and she's managed to make it up into 15th place in a car which is really not up there. And look at this, a double dive bomb, almost. She gets past Esteban Ocon, try to go for a move on Pierre Gasly, but look at this, they're fighting back like crazy. Look at this. We've got real exciting for you now. There's contact with the back of Esteban Ocon from Carmen Jordan, but she manages to hold on to this 15th place. I don't think that she got any damage there. There's only a slight little bit of contact there with Esteban Ocon, but as Lewis Hamilton puts in the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, we come around the corner to complete lap 1. Still in 15th place at the moment for Carmen Jordan, but she's under real pressure now from Mick Schumacher in that Haas car. Look at this, he's trying to sidle down the inside of her and he gets past. Yes, he does. Wowzers. And I think Carmen's going to block him off as he goes to the next turn. Oh, and then I'd say block him off. She had him off. Yes, she had off Mick Schumacher, and is it going to be a safety car? I'm not quite sure, but he spun around there, a little bit of contact there with Carmen Jordan, but she manages to hold on to 15th place. I don't know where Mick Schumacher is now. I think he's dropped back right to the back of the field, and Daniel Tictum is currently in 17th. It's been accelerating forward now to lap 3. Yes, lap 3. Still in 15th place for Carmen Jordan at the moment. 7 seconds now though behind Esteban Ocon. Teammate Daniel Tictum is half a second behind now. George Russell though is the car directly behind Carmen Jordan in that Williams. And look at this, we've got Daniel Tictum as well. Look at this down the inside of Carmen Jordan. He managed to get past, and so does Russell, but look, Carmen Jordan does the switch back on both of them, manages to hold on, does she? Yes, she does. Wow, super move there from Carmen Jordan. She manages to hold on to her 15th place at the moment from George Russell and Daniel Tictum, who are both looking very, very angry indeed behind us. We accelerate forward down to lap 5, and now Tictum has got past, and just looking back at our teammate, yes, Tictum has got past George Russell there, so he is now the car behind. So this is a teammate battle now for basically the back of the field. Yes, the back of the field at the moment, because the car just isn't good enough, but it's just great to see the teammates battling so close together on the circuit. And Carmen Jordan is still holding on to 15th place. She's 14 seconds now though behind Esteban Ocon. Oh dear. And Daniel Tictum, her teammate, is right up her pert derriere. Yes, right up her pert derriere, trying to get past as we go down the start of the finish line to start lap 6. And he's dropping back a little bit, in fact, as we accelerate forward now, still on lap 6, just about to start lap 7. Jordan still in 15th place. We've now got Fernando Alonso. In fact, we've got 2 cars coming for their pit stop, so she's going to gain a few positions here. Is Carmen Jordan? Yes, she does. So up now into 13th place, I do believe. Yes, 13th place. Just coming out of the pits now. We got Lance Stroll. Is he going to go for a move on Lancey boy? Not quite sure. Up in the slipstream of Lance Stroll, but I think he may have got up. Yes, he has. He's starting to pull away already, of course, in that Aston Martin car. So 13th place at the moment for Georgia. It's a net 13th though, because of course she hasn't come in for a pit stop yet. As we accelerate forward out to lap 7. Yes, still holding on to 13th. It's unlucky for some, but not for Carmen Georgia, as she holds on valiantly to this position from Fernando Alonso. The crowd must be going apeshit in the grandstand now, absolutely apeshit, because we've got Fernando Alonso and Carmen Georgia, both from Spain of course, and fighting with each other as they both get past, but Carmen Georgia just slips down the middle of both of them and manages to hold on to this 13th position on lap 8. Anyway, we accelerate forward now, still on lap 8, just going past the pits, and I think we've got no more cars coming in, but we have got a car going past Carmen Georgia once again. It's Pierre Gasly in the AlphaTauri of course, but Carmen Georgia just does a very beautiful switchback manoeuvre on Pierre Gasly there and manages to hold on to her place at the moment. So this is still lap 9. Ocon is now 6 seconds ahead of her. Gasly is just shy of a second behind her. Fernando Alonso's dropped back as we accelerate forward out to lap 12. And I think finally Carmen Georgia is going to come in for a pit stop. Don't forget, of course, she started on the harder tyres. She's going to come in now for the softer tyre, and she should be like a rocket ship for these final few laps of the Grand Prix. So she pits, I think, from 13th position. Yes, 13th place, and of course her pit garage is right at the end of the pit lane, so we're going to go past everyone else's garage before we pull in for our stop. She's losing places already though, as you can see, and she's going to change onto the soft tyre now. Yes, the softer tyre for the next stint. So out she goes. She's in 20th place at the moment. Oh my goodness, actually she's in plumb last. She rejoins the field in plumb last, so I don't know if this strategy has actually worked or not. I'm not quite sure, but at the moment she's in last because the cars ahead seem to have all stopped because they're on mediums or hards. So this could be a disaster for Carmen Georgia, I have to say. Anyway, we accelerate forward now to lap 14 and we're getting boo fags everyone. Yes, I think it's the blessed one himself, Mr. Lewis Hamilton. Yes, well done Lewis. So he gets past Carmen Georgia, and she's still crawling around in last place at the moment. As we accelerate forward down to lap 16, just about to start, well, we were about to start the last lap, but of course we have been lapped by Lewis, so this is the end of the race, and Carmen Georgia is going to finish the race in last.
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in
oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Well, that didn't work out at all, did it? No. Very bad strategy call there. I think she should have come in earlier than that. But she ends up in last, and driver of the day goes to Antonio Giovinazzi. And oh my goodness, what has happened to Toto Wolff's hair? It looks like it's been covered in treacle. What has happened there? Has he been treacle fighting with Susie Wolff again? Has he? Has he been treacle? He does like a bit of treacle fighting, does Toto Wolff with Susie. Oh yes, I've seen the Instagram posts. Anyway, there is the team mechanics at Mercedes, and somehow they managed to employ the services of Benjamin Daly. Yes, Benjamin bloody Daly. So let's go on to the podium now and see how we are doing. Yes. Oh, there he is. There's the blessed one himself. Well done, Lulu. And there's Daniel Ricciardo in second place in the beautiful, beautiful McLaren. Yes. Papaya coloured McLaren, I was about to say. And there goes the champagne over everyone. Well done, lads. Well done indeed. Did a lot better than Carmen Georgia did anyway. Bloody last. Bloody last. And she wants the name change for the team. So there you go then. After that round, Carmen Georgia still in 11th place at the moment with those 2 World Championship points, of course. Lewis Hamilton way out in front with 51. Max Verstappen in 2nd place. And teammate Daniel Ticktum is only in 20th place. Hasn't yet scored any World Championship points. So we move on to the next round of the championship. As you can see, we are still 3rd from the bottom, but it's time now to move on to oh, fucking hell, it's Monaco, lads. It's fucking Monaco. Anyway, practice has been applied. 125 points for Carmen Georgia. Total of 919 with her teammate Daniel Ticktum. We've got more development boosts that have been applied. Yes, spark plugs. 17% off spark plugs. So here we are then for the jewel of the crown of motorsport. Yes, it's bloody Monaco, everyone. Let's see what time she can put in as she crosses the line for her first qualifying run. Well, it looks pretty decent, I have to say, and she's going to cross it now, and it's going to be 3rd position, but 3.3 seconds behind the leader, so she's definitely improving after that. Anyway, as you can see a little bit later into qualifying, she's slightly up on her deltas, but once again, well, she's not last. She's not last, everyone. She's 21st place at the moment, and she is up on her delta time. In fact, she's hugely up on her delta time. I think she's going to improve on this as she crosses the line, and no, she doesn't improve on 21st position, but she's still not last as we accelerate forward out a little bit later in qualifying. You can see half a second almost up on our deltas, and she's got up into 20th place at the moment, but she may be about to go a little bit higher than that as she crosses the line. Yes, she does. 16th place. She's beaten George Russell and her own teammate Daniel Tickton. Well done, Carmen Jorda. Well done indeed. Anyway, we accelerate forward out a little bit later to qualifying once again, and slightly up on the deltas, still in 16th place, which is looking pretty decent. And and it's 15th place now. 15th place for Carmen Jorda at Monaco. Wowzers me trousers. Let's have a look at the scores on the doors then. Yes, 15th for Carmen, 18th only for Daniel Tickton. She is not starting from the back of the grid.
Formula One returns to Monte Carlo once again today, home to the world-famous Monte Carlo Casino, first opened in 1863. And, of course, a certain road race, first held here in 1929. There's no greater an occasion, no more valuable a win than the Monaco Grand Prix. The astonishing Circuit de Monaco is, for all intents and purposes, virtually unchanged since its inaugural race back in 1929. The faster cars of today, though, ensure the 19 corners past the casino and along the seafront remain as thrilling as ever. A 2.1 mile lap here takes us around an entire country, yet never more than inches from the race-ending barriers. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Valtteri Bottas lines up on pole position, and Lando Norris lines up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Perez, Max Verstappen and Ricciardo, Vettel, Gasly, Tsunoda and Fernando Alonso, Stroll, Sainz, Esteban Ocon and Mick Schumacher, Cox, Raikkonen, George Russell and Daniel Tickton, Giovinazzi, Mazepin, Latifi and Charles Leclerc completes today's grid order. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
So please be careful into Sandoval, everyone, because the 5 lights go out now and it's time to say go, go, go for the Carmen Jorda career mode. Wow, rocket ship start from the line once again from Carmen Jorda, already going on Esteban Ocon as she dives down the inside into Sandoval. Does she get through? Yes, she does. Beautifully, in fact. We've got a Aston Martin off to the left. It's Lance Stroll who's currently in 11th place, which means Carmen Jorda has made up position. Oh, contact there. Contact with Carmen Jorda. Who is that? Who is that? I think it's Carlos Sainz in the Ferrari. Yes, it is. But Jorda now holds on to 12th position at Monaco, and she's now going to see if she's going to do a dive into the casino hairpin. Is she going to do a dive on Lance Stroll? No. Very cautious. No, she does do a dive. In fact, on 2 cars, Lance Stroll, and I think that may be Yuki Tsunoda as well, as the cars slow up horribly there into the hairpin. Yes, she's up into the points. I don't believe it. Carmen Jorda is up into the points at Monaco. She's ahead of Yuki Tsunoda, who was in 11th place, and she's behind Sebastian Vettel in the Aston Martin, who's currently in 9th place after just a few corners of this Grand Prix at Monaco. Fantastic, Carmen. Fantastic indeed. I take it all back. You're superb. Absolutely superb. So here you go then. Still the first lap. Still holding on to that one single solitary World Championship point as she jumps over the curb there. Almost bins it. But she manages to hold on with her professional skill level that she always has in these races. Yes, professional always is Carmen Jorda. As we cross the line after lap 1 and start lap 2. Still chasing Sebastian Vettel, but he's almost a second and a half up the road as we climb up the hill. We accelerate forward now to lap 3. Yes, Jorda still in 10th position at the moment. 2.5 seconds though behind Sebastian Vettel, so I think 10th is about all she's going to be able to manage in this Grand Prix. And there's Yuki Tsunoda. Oh, Yuki Tsunoda goes into the wall. He tried to commit an adulterous act there of trying to get very, very close to Carmen Jorda, and I can tell you from experience that that is not on. That is not on at all. And Yuki Tsunoda ends up in the wall. We're going to have to go to a replay in a minute and see exactly what happened there, but I think he just got a little bit too close to the Jorda, and that was the result. Okay, let's go to the replay, Cameron. As you can see, we are on board now with Yuki Tsunoda, and Carmen goes a little bit wide down. Yuki tries to, he goes straight into the wall. Absolute disaster for Yuki Tsunoda, and he's dropping down the field because he's got to wait for everyone else to go past, and now he's got to do his best Austin Powers impersonation to try and get the car turned around to rejoin the field again. I'm very, very surprised that no safety car came out there, not even any yellow flags I don't think, just greens now. That's very, very surprising indeed there. As we accelerate forward now, still back down to Carmen Jordan, you can see she's still holding on to 10th position at the moment. Sebastian Vettel though has come into the pits on lap 6, but she's going to gain a few positions, in fact up to 6th place, and there's Maxi Boy Verstappen just coming out the pits in the Red Bull. She's going to try and get the jump on Maxi Boy as she climbs on the hill. Well, no, unfortunately she doesn't, but she does manage to be in 6th place at the moment. It's a net 6th place, unfortunately, but she is in the World Championship points at Monaco. I just can't believe it. I really can't. As we accelerate forward now to lap 8, still in 6th place now for Carmen Jorda. She's got Mick Schumacher directly behind her in the Huss car, but it's time now for her to come in for her pit stop. So she's going to change from the softs onto the hards. It's going to be a standard pit stop for Monaco. And there's her team, of course, as I said earlier, right at the back of the field. So she comes in for a stop. Hopefully we're going to get out pretty quickly as the lads now change onto the harder tyre, the yellow sidewall tyre, and we rejoin. Yes, there was no stoppage there for Carmen Jorda, so she's going to rejoin at the moment. She's just outside the World Championship points, I do believe. No, there's another car going past. It's an Aston Martin. He's at Vettel or Stroll. It must be Lance Stroll, I do believe. But she managed to get the jump on him as she comes out of the pits. It was Lance Stroll, but she's holding on now to 11th place. Yes, just outside the World Championship points. Wowzers, this is very, very awkward for Carmen Jordan, just outside of those points. But she's going to hang on as we accelerate forward now to lap 10. Yes, halfway through the Grand Prix now. Just looking back at the car behind, it's the Aston Martin, of course, of Lance Stroll as we're about to go through the tunnel. He's getting a little bit closer, but Carmen does start to pull away as she accelerates through the tunnel. Fantastic. So there you go, Carmen Jorda is still holding on to 11th place. Carlos Sainz is currently the car ahead in that Ferrari. But are we going to end up with any points as we accelerate forward at lap 14? Please, please, will someone come into the pits or will someone break down? Please, but no, at the moment, still just outside those World Championship points for Carmen Jorda. Yes. In 11th place, 21 seconds now behind Carlos Sainz. I don't think she's got any chance of getting any points unless someone actually drops out as we accelerate forward out to lap 16. Still no one has come into the pits, and I think the pit cycle has now ended. No more cars are going to come in. So we've got to rely now on a car going out, but is any of the cars going to break down before the end of the Monaco Grand Prix? Still holding on to 11th place at the moment for Carmen Jorda as we accelerate forward out to lap 19. And look at this, look in the top left of your screen. Lewis Hamilton has got a DNF. Yes, a DNF for Lewis Hamilton. He is out of the Grand Prix, which means Carmen Jorda is going to make up the one position that she needs to get a World Championship point at Monaco. I think Hamilton was just parked off to the right there, and yes, she's gone past, and she's now up into the World Championship points. Wowzers, right on the second to last lap. It's exactly what we needed. We're going to go to a replay in a moment and see exactly what happened to Lewis Hamilton and why he dropped down the field. So here's Lewis Hamilton going into the tunnel. All seems well there. Oh, I say that, and wowzers me trousers. His engine has completely hand grenaded itself. That's a lot of smoke. That's a lot of smoke. His Mercedes has said, no, thank you very much. I am done. From second position, Lewis Hamilton is out of the Grand Prix. Oh, bloody hell, that's a lot of smoke. Bloody hell, that's loads of smoke. So anyway, back to the race now, and it's the last lap of the race, and Carmen Jorda is going to cross the line in 10th position. One single solitary World Championship point for Carmi J as she crosses the line right now. Yes, well done, Carmi. Well done indeed. Fantastic.
That's the end of the race. We'll
almost got jumped by, I think, Lance Stroll there, but she just managed to pull it off. I hope she did anyway. Did she get that point? That's a little bit. Anyway, Charles Leclerc gets drive for the day. Yeah, I think she did get that point in the end, but that was very, very close right on that last corner there. So onto the podium celebrations now. Let's see what's going to happen here. Look at all those yachts in the harbour. Look at them all. And there is the race winner. It was Valtteri Bottas getting congratulated by Lando Norris. Well done, lad. Well done indeed. And once again, Benjamin Daly has lucked that job at Mercedes. Yes, once again. Well done, Benjamin. So onto the podium then. Oh, look at all those girls in them yachts waving their bikinis about, lads. Waving their bikini. Oh, it's gone now. Anyway, there you go then. Onto the podium. There's Lando Norris. There's Valtteri Bottas. And in third position, it was Sergio Perez. Checo in third. Wowzers. Well done to Sergio. As Valtteri starts spraying the champagne over everyone, like he always does. Well done, Valtteri. Well done indeed. Yes, indeedy. So let's go to the point situation now and see where we are with Carmen Jordan. Of course, she's got that all-important World Championship point. So there you go then. 10th position for Carmen Jordan. First for Valtteri Bottas. And poor old Lulu. There's a DNF. A DNF. And where's our teammate, Daniel Tickton? He only finished in 20th place. What a loser. What a loser indeed. So let's have a look at the final results at the moment then. So Carmen Jordan's in 13th place at the moment with those now 3 World Championship points. Teammate Daniel Tickton is in 20th position. Well, thanks so much for watching, everyone. You've been awesome as always. And as always, yes, of course, there will, of course, be more later.